Hi everyone, Freddie from Drummond again. I hope that you enjoyed yesterday's session, but if you didn't manage to see it, we're doing a daily uplift video for you all to keep you moving, keep you sane and put a smile on your face. So yesterday was a bit of yoga. Today I'm going to do the same, but it's going to be more seated. We're probably going to do some Pilates tomorrow and then other things as the days progress. But if you have any requests, then please do either email us or send us a private message on social media and we'll be able to accommodate your needs. I hope you're well and staying safe and enjoy. Okay, so we're going to start by getting ourselves into a comfortable seated position. So whether that be cross-legged, or perhaps with your legs out straight, sat on a cushion, whatever is comfortable for you. If you are sat cross-legged in this easy pose, I'd like you just to take your legs and cross them the way that you wouldn't normally cross them. Just want to try and balance ourselves out a little bit. So, rooting down into your sit bones, we're going to take our palms up towards the ceiling and bring our thumb and our forefinger into a chin mudra. Just channeling that consciousness as we're sat here. And as we did yesterday, we're going to start to bring the breath into the belly. So we're going to breathe in through the nose if you can, breathing in into the belly and back out through the nose, letting the belly soften back into your spine, okay? If, like I did, you can't breathe through the nose very well, all right, you can breathe through the mouth. So again, shoulders are relaxed down your back. You're going to sit nice and tall and you're just going to lightly tap your chin. And if you feel comfortable doing so, you might want to take your eyes closed and just start to breathe in and breathe out. Slowly working that breath further up into the ribs, the back, the chest, and then up into the collarbones eventually, so that ultimately you're going to be breathing all the way from the base of the belly, all the way through your lungs, up right to the top. So breathing in and breathing out. Softening your jaw. Relaxing the muscles in your face. Letting your brow relax, the space between your eyebrows. Really taking those shoulders away from your ears. And we're just going to do 4 more like this, trying to really settle your sit bones down into the ground. Keeping a nice straight spine, but relaxing everything around it. Focusing mostly on your breath and the points of contact with the ground, whether that be your feet, your ankles, your legs. Taking that last breath in. And then taking your eyes back open and just keeping your eye gaze, your drishti nice and soft down towards the ground. Keeping that breath coming in and out nice and rhythmically. 2 more breaths. And we're going to inhale, and this time we're going to really extend those arms up into a high prayer position. As you exhale, I just want you to take that right hand down towards the mat and then reach over with the left, keeping your sit bones on the floor. And then just opening out that top shoulder towards the sky. So you should feel a lovely big pull all the way down your left side. Either looking down towards the mat or forward, whatever's comfortable with your neck. Inhale to come up. And we're going to exhale to come onto the other side. So really reaching over, open out the shoulders. Really sit down into that sit bone. Again, looking down to the mat or forward. Shoulders are relaxed. Inhale to come up. As we exhale, we're going to take a light twist. So taking your left hand onto your outside of your right thigh. Right hand comes behind you nice and close to the bottom, and you're going to sit nice and tall. Now you can either use the flat of your hand or your fingertips if you've got shorter arms like me. And you're going to sit nice and tall, shoulders are relaxed, looking over that right shoulder. Breathing in, breathing out. If this isn't as comfortable for you, just don't go quite as far, and feel that breath really coming through the belly, all the way into the ribs. And up. Inhale to come back to centre. And we're going to exhale onto the other side. So again, hand comes onto the outside of the thigh, back hand is nice and close to your bottom. You use it to sit tall into the spine. Inhale as we exhale, looking over that left shoulder this time. So getting a little bit of a twist into that mid-thoracic part of your spine. Breathing and trying to expand that part of your back with your breath. One more breath here. Come back to centre, interlace your fingers. Inhale, as you exhale, I want you to round the body off as if you're hugging a tree. Okay, so you're always pulling your hands away, your arms away from each other, tucking your chin down towards your chest, and you might feel a nice little pull into the upper part of the back. If you don't worry, but it's just good to have a good stretch there, particularly if you're sat at your desk a lot at the moment, or a desk that's not maybe that well ergonomically set up. Sitting nice and tall. Okay, interlace your fingers behind your back this time. So we're interlacing them, and as we exhale, I just want you to pull them down and just open out your chest. You can either tuck your chin here, or if you're comfortable, you might want to extend your neck, but try not to overstretch the neck. And relax off there. Okay, so if you're sat on your mat, I would like you to either uncross your legs, or if you feel comfortable doing so, you can come through and bring yourself so that you're on all fours. So wrists come underneath shoulders, knees are coming underneath our hips, and we're just going to go into our cat-cow. So I'd like you to inhale here. Moving from our neutral spine, we're going to take the hips back, and as we exhale, I just want you to round off into the spine. Now I'm quite blocked into the lower back, but try and get a lovely curve into the back. So we're here in our cat pose, and then as we inhale, we're going to come forward, drawing your chest into the square of your arms, and then if you feel comfortable doing so and you want to let go into the pelvis, you can. But if you get any discomfort into the lower back, then just stay nice and neutral with that lower spine. So we exhale back into cat, and we inhale forward into our cow. Really use your breath to move you rather than just breathing when you move. So it helps move us into our poses nice and safely, and just allows us to really connect with our breath. Now if you're not comfortable with the feet flat, you can always tuck the toes. Okay, whatever is comfortable for you. So we're just going to do 3 more of these. Exhaling into your cat. Inhaling forward into your cow. Really drawing yourself forward into the square of those arms when we're coming forward, and getting that lovely round off when we're coming back. Last one. Taking those hands slightly further forward of your shoulders. Really spread the fingers, pressing your thumb and your forefinger into the ground a little bit more. You're going to tuck those toes, and we're going to draw ourselves back into our downward facing dog. So in our downward facing dog, our Ardha Mukha Svanasana, what we want to try and do is just get comfortable to begin with. So really make sure we're comfortable. Draw your chest back towards your thighs. You might feel a little bit cold, so if you want to, you can start to pedal those heels. So just bending one leg and straightening the other, and just starting to lengthen into each hamstring, into each back of the leg. Really drawing that chest back towards the thighs. At any point, if this is too much for you, you can draw your knees down to the mat and come into a child's pose, which we'll do in a minute anyway. So we're getting that lovely movement, that dynamic stretch into the back of the legs. You might feel that this is quite a lot into the wrist, so really draw the thumb and the forefinger into the floor. But if this is too much at any point, please come back with your knees. And you might want to try doing a dolphin, so doing this on your forearms. Now this is a lot onto your hamstrings if you're not comfortable doing that, but if you suffer with your wrists, you might want to give it a go. So we're going to inhale here, coming onto our tiptoes. And as we exhale, we're just going to release back into a static dog. Holding here for 2 breaths. Breathing in. And breathing out. Lowering those knees. When you've done your 2 breaths, and taking your knees nice and wide to the mat, toes come together, and we're just going to relax back into child's pose. So, if you're comfortable taking yourself all the way back and stretching out the arms, then great. You can either rest your head so that your forehead is on the floor, or if you get a little bit claustrophobic, you're welcome to turn your head to one side, as long as you turn it halfway, right? To the other side, that is. So if you're not comfortable here, you can also do this on your forearms. The aim of the game really here is just to relax your sit bones back towards your heels. So we're breathing in here, breathing out. So if you are stretched out, really feel the breath guiding you down towards the mat. And you're going to take your right hand over to the right hand side of the mat, deep breath in, and as you exhale, we're going to join it with the left hand, and you're going to feel a really big pull down the left side of your body. Now, you can either rest your head onto your left arm or on the floor, depending on what's comfortable for you. So we're in this position, breathing in, breathing out. If this is uncomfortable to get to your knees into this kind of flexion, you can pop a cushion between your calf and your hamstring, depending on what's comfortable for you. So getting this lovely stretch here, we're going to inhale, come up. As we exhale, we're going to come onto the other side now, so relaxing down. Again, if this isn't comfortable for you, you can do this by being on your forearms, okay, and just stretching out with the arm of the opposite side to the way that you're going. So if we're going left, we're stretching out with the right arm. Okay, we're going to come back to centre, deep breath in. Exhale, come back up onto our hands and our knees. Again, hands are slightly further forward of our shoulders, tucking those toes, drawing our hips back up towards the sky. Let's take 2 breaths in, down dog here. We're going to inhale and draw ourselves forward into our plank pose. Now, those of you who struggle with plank pose, if this is too much for you, drop those knees. Okay, really try to make sure that those wrists are underneath your shoulders. So if you found yourself in a position where you're a little bit longer than you want to be in your down dog, then just move yourself so that you're comfortable. So you can either be here or you can be up in that plank. And we're going to take ourselves down through Chaturanga Dandasana, okay, lowering the body down towards the floor. So again, if you need to have your knees on the ground, then fine. We're going to lower the elbows down, taking your chest down towards the floor, okay, and coming into baby cobra. So squeeze into your bottom. Have your hands nice and close to the body, shoulders down your back. And you're going to inhale. As you exhale, you're going to really squeeze and lift, using those hands to lightly guide you. If you feel comfortable taking this a little bit further, drive down into the heels. Draw yourself into your Urdhva Mukha Shavasana, your upward facing dog, and breathe here, shoulders are down the back. Deep breath in and out. Now those of you who want to take this a little bit further, press into the backs of the feet and take your knees off the ground. Breathe, whatever's comfortable for you. Remember, you can be a baby cobra if you want to. Squeeze into that bottom to look after your lower back. Shoulders down your back. Deep breath in And as we exhale, we're just going to push back into that child's pose and just counter pose that back bend, releasing off the lower back, breathing in here. We're going to do that one more time. So we're going to come forward, inhale, come into that plank. As we exhale, remember, chest comes down towards the floor, either pushing you up into baby cobra or into up dog. Deep breath in. Exhale, really relax the hips down towards the mat, shoulders are down your back, lift into the chest. Exhale. 2 more breaths. Really breathe into that belly. Inhale. And as we exhale, relax back into child's pose. Just for one breath here. Deep breath in. And relax off there. Come back up onto your downward facing dog. And we're just going to spend 4 breaths here before we come down and we finish. Really drawing that chest back towards your thighs. Remember, at any point, if this is too much, come down onto your knees and you can come into a cat pose. And then when you're ready, taking your knees down if they're not already, and we're just going to come back to sit on our sit bones. And we're just going to have a little bit of a stretch off like we did at the beginning. So relaxing those shoulders down your back. We're going to inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, take one hand down, really stretch over. Breathe, taking that shoulder up towards the sky. Remember, you can look forward or down. Inhale, come back up to centre. Exhale, come onto the other side. Open out when you're ready to inhale into that shoulder. Really relax the shoulders away from your ears. Inhale to come back up. Let's get that lovely twist again. Exhale, come into that twist. Remember, one hand on the outside, okay, of the leg. Back hand nice and close to your bottom. Lift into your chest. Exhale, look over that shoulder. Shoulders are relaxed. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, come onto the other side. Lift. Exhaling, looking over that left shoulder this time. Back to centre, inhale, interlace those fingers again. Exhaling, we're going to come round, really arching into that spine if you can, into that upper back. So rounding off here, drawing that belly towards your spine, tucking your chin in towards your chest. Inhale, come up, interlace your fingers behind your back. As you exhale down, open out into the shoulders and the chest. Remember, you can either tuck your chin here, or if you want to extend slightly, you can, but remember, look after the neck. And relax off there. So I hope you enjoyed that session. I will be here again tomorrow. A really nice thing to do is to add the sun salutations that we did yesterday to that lovely warm-up series, and that will really get your blood flowing while you're at home. I hope that you're all well and stay safe, and I'll see you tomorrow.